having fun today. Hey, gentlemen, this is the Hero's Journey with Dr. D. We are in them streets. All right. I'm parched. I got my gallon of water with me. And, I'm wishing your wife is but you know, hey. Could be. You know, I went to bed real late last night. I was trying to get some paperwork done. Got it done though. Oops. Ooh, wow, nice water. I got it done, so it's good. It just happened to every time outside I won't go to bed real late. My wife wakes me up at about 6 o'clock and said, I overslept. Can you take my daughter to? Can you take baby girl to school? It's okay. And she always wake me up about 6 o'clock. Now, mind you, I don't be going to bed till like 4 o'clock when she wake me up. Every time. This is the second time this happened. She's like, okay, you take her? I said, okay. I guess if I got 2 hours of sleep, I'm good, right? Because I got about 2 hours of sleep. I would be about 4 o'clock. My baby does 4. And I woke up at, should I put down that way? I don't know. No, I think I keep going straight. I think we didn't need to get straight. I thought I fixed it. You know, 85, so yeah, no, this is it. This is 85. I think we fine. 85 right here. Can you believe it? I can't believe I went to bed for 4. Well, I was looking, tell you the truth, I was looking, man, this thing is wacky. Somebody behind me, they gonna haunt me. They be all right. I do one hand. All right, so I was looking at Blacklist. Man, see, that's why you don't look at, you know, I got this thing about, I like to see series out, and I like good shows with good storylines. And I remember watching Blacklist at one time, and it was good. So I knew I couldn't watch it because I was watching too many different shows. So I just left it alone. So I was doing some paperwork. I was looking at the Blacklist. It was good. It was good. I think I finished season 3. I'm on 4 now. It was good. Let me rip it down. Always put a brother to tears. Well, not really, because I know that I thought it was a good twist. It's a good twist. I said, man, I don't think Liz is dead. I don't think she gone. Hey, Asia. I don't think she gone. And lo and behold, she wasn't. At the end of the show, let break it down. Well, if y'all know about the Blacklist, it's just total digression what I want to talk about, but y'all ride with me, Well, check it out. Red Reddington, you know, he did everything in his power to keep old girl alive. Keep her protected from a gruesome past. He wanted to be like a guardian angel, so to speak. Almost like a surrogate father. And check it out. She so what happened? She's pregnant. Old girl's pregnant. Her husband was a spy. She found out he was a spy. Realized she still loved him, and he was a spy, but he realized he wasn't really spying on her because Reddington had kind of hired her to do just to be close. Because her father died, but he didn't think that she gonna fall in love. They're gonna fall in love with each other. And she was the mark, and she fell for it, and he fell for it. And for any case, they broke up. They're about to get back married. They got together. Olga got pregnant. About to get married, and the cabal was after. Oh, this is deep. It's almost like Alias. The cabal was after, and then and they shot up the church. What is that for church? Can you talk about a shotgun with? Can you go figure? Go figure. They shot the church up, right? And she got away. Her and Tom, yeah, that's the name. Tom got away. They drove away. And but her water broke. She's about to have a baby, and so he had to do it his emergency room. It's like a portable mobile crisis unit, and I think that to give her birth. The trip thing is, her ex-boyfriend was the doctor that was on call, that was on Reddit's payroll. Now I tell you, so she didn't make it. She didn't make it. It's like she didn't make it. She didn't make it. She's like she's hemorrhaging or something, and they try to get the baby, or pregnancy talk. Something. It was a emergency C-section in order to get the baby out, and so therefore, and then save Liz. Now they fought fiercely to save Liz. They fought hard. Didn't make it. In the pumper, he said, I gotta call it. So he called, right? So check it out. He called the pregnancy, he called the death, and to show that Liz was died. Then Reddit went on almost fell out, and severe depression and all that good stuff. And then they have a task force that was already involved, and he pulled away from it. Then Tom and the baby, they escaped. Because his cleanup person, she arranged it. Oh, this is deep. And he's like, ooh, she got him sent to Cuba. Because guess what? Liz was not dead. What? Liz was not dead. And so therefore they got the baby, Tom, and Liz were put together, but the people that's out there found her. That's all I'm gonna tell you about right now. So, but what happens that so I'll just tell y'all that to say that I was up last night doing paperwork and looking at that on the side. So I mean, it still was cool. It was cool because giving the diversion, good. It's good. In good storylines, there are always good messages. When you're down, when you think there's no way out, it's on two sides. Reddit was looking on a point of, man, I'm trying to get to the coffee place. Oh, is this it? Nah, I missed it. Devil! I should have made that turn. Ah! Should have made that turn, right? I think so. I can whip it. I whip it back around. But in any case, when on two sides, on Liz she was trying to find her a background. And Reddit was trying to save her from her background. He was, from the part I've got so far, is that his concern is that she would not be able to handle the stress of the reality of what had happened. He thought it'd be too daunting on her that would actually affect how her psyche. He cared about her. Now she found out earlier that there's a little girl, she didn't know how to handle a gun, and she shot her father, her birth father. Now, to be that she and he had her memories blocked so she could live an innocent life, and he spent his whole life protecting her from afar. Get that trip? He spent his whole life protecting her from afar. He had pictures of her, you know. He was always in the shadows. Look out for well-being. Maybe I should have went to the other Starbucks instead of that one, but it's all right. And he went all the time looking at their well-being. You know, but it would be cool to have somebody that was in the shadows that's always watching out our well-being. Well, I guess those guardian angels. Those guardian angels, they are in the shadows, and they are watching out our well-being. And he said, so, be careful who you said. I think I heard somebody say that. Be careful who you approach or address because they may be a guardian angel in disguise. You never know. You never know. But okay, let me get these two angles. The two angles is that Liz was trying to escape the life because it's like espionage, spy. She's wanted. I had a brother told me the other day. He said he wanted a boring life. She wanted a boring life. But I tell you this: early in the season, she shot the attorney state, something like that. Yeah, so that was the end of a boring life. That's what Brandon just said. Now you in the life of a fugitive / criminal, and won't be calm anymore. And he was like top 5 most wanted criminals in the world. And so everybody's out to try to kill him. And so she was attached to him. So he was trying to protect her, and she was trying to find her. She was trying to escape the glove of the protection. And she was trying to find her way. She wanted things to be calm. She wanted a boring existence. And she wanted a boring existence. And that's why she arranged the fake death and to escape. She wanted to be with the man she loved in a boring existence. And he just wanted to protect her. It's like a father. A father just wants to protect the innocence of a child, even if the child is 30 years old. It doesn't matter how old the child is, the father still wants to protect the innocence. Even if the person has not birthed you, if they put that time, that effort, that energy into you, they're a father. They may not be the birth father, but this father heart. The same thing I told my brother about. I told him about the church, certain roles in the church, right? Pastor's big role. I told him I've seen pastors, they can't preach, but you can teach. But I see some can't teach, but they can preach. And I've seen pastors that can't preach or teach. But what every pastor has in common, and they have this: their father. They have a father's heart. They care about what is happening to their flock. They care about who the flock is marrying. They care about the jobs. They care about the future. They care about the destiny of the flock. That's the father. That's the type of what you want a pastor. So, truth of the matter, the father is the pastor of the household in general. And nucleus of the family, the father should be the pastor. So people, if your pastor, quote unquote, father is not acting right, please pray for him. Because I hold that role down. And so if I'm not the best pastor in my household, I don't need to go out. I don't need to go anywhere else trying to be pastor no brick and no building outside of my home. My first house of worship should be the crib. If I can't pastor over 3 or 4 people, well, I'm trying to pastor over 100 or 2,000. It don't make sense. The Bible said, "Be a living epistle read by all men." And so the first people who are going to read you is your family, and the first people going to test you is your family. Believe it. So they're going to test to see how much God you really have. They want to see how you can love. You know, a pastor in certain congregations, they can just they can quit. They can quit their job. You know, some congregations, they actually hire the pastor. And some pastors develop a church and get a board behind them, and the board can actually fire them. Um, so some pastors, that's how that is. But some pastors, I just quit. They can just quit the church. I'm tired. I'm fed up with saints. Y'all crazy. Y'all, yeah. And unfortunately, some pastors in the household, fathers, they quit the house. They just because they can't handle the pressure. A lot of times they can't handle the pressure because the the board, so to speak, that's supposed to be supporting the pastor, is condemning the pastor, meaning the wife. So if the wife is condemning the pastor and you get no support from the board, so to speak, then it becomes very difficult. And so heavy is the head that wears the crown. So even if you still go you stand with ten toes down, it's gonna be difficult. Because he said, weapons not warfare, not carnal, and mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. I mean, so therefore, it really becomes a spiritual event. So therefore, God has to come on high and actually affect it. If you can raise your voice and scream and holler and say, I'm the man of this house, and you do all that stuff, but you know what? In this time of age, I don't care if a person they say they're a believer, say they're a Christian, but they say they're Christian, but they don't read the Bible. Matter of fact, not that they don't read the Bible, they don't live the Bible. They talk about the family structure, but they don't believe how the family should be ran. But they look at the news, they look at the culture, they look at what other people say. The Bible says, "Study, show yourself approved unto God," so you can study, show yourself approved unto God, so you can be a workman. So you need to be a workman and not be ashamed, rightly divide the word of truth. The truth is, man, rightly divide. I mean, you got to study for yourself. You got a lot of good preachers, a lot of good preachers, good teachers. They teach good, but then it don't really mean anything if they're teaching you something and you'll go behind them and study and see what they're saying, because they can just be very charismatic, for sure. They could be just rolling off. They grabbing their ear, saying all types of stuff, tickle your fancy, make you feel good. Sometimes you stay somewhere because people saying things that you want to hear, not because they're saying the right thing. They're just saying stuff that you want to hear. Um, ain't biblical, ain't scripture, ain't moral, ain't even right. They just saying stuff you want to hear. But I don't know how I was pretty much oh, this is a hero rant. That's what it is. I went for one topic. I was talking about my I'm trying to find a parking spot, y'all. Okay, I found one. That's what I was trying to do. I try to park close to that truck. There, and my water. I go ahead and get some coffee. And yeah, so it's interesting. You know, a lot of people say a lot of things, say what they believe in, but they don't live it. Even take outside of the church, people say what they believe in from just a moral code, general. People even say vows, but they have no intentions of following them. Because once the road gets rocky, they want to jet. They want to jet. Anybody can believe God when it's sunny, but can you believe God when it rains? It all goes back to saying that even the household, as the father, the pastor of the household, sometimes you'll be in a situation where it seems like everybody's coming against you, but it don't matter. You still the head. Yeah. 10 toes down. That's when you need to be steadfast and steadfast, unmovable, and always abounding. Because it's easy to get moved. It's but it takes a real man to stand fast. Some people believe that you don't need to stand fast, you need to bail and just screw just screw it and start over. I don't believe that way. You got immaturity, you got being steadfast, you got being grounded. Real dogs bite. However, they bite when it matters. That's why it said Moses was seen as one of the weakest men to live. Why? It's called control power. You let it show. You let it come out when it matters. Sometimes we so hasty. We so hasty to be in our emotions and respond based on how we feel instead of what's right. We don't wait to hear what God says. We don't study the environment. We don't study body language. We just go because we go shell just because. If you did keep it a buck, because it feels good to go shell in the moment. You just don't count the consequences. You don't count the aftermath. Because the aftermath is real. The aftermath is real. Real, real. I got my bag. Woo. I gotta clean this car out, y'all. So I got Asian say hello. Alright, so I'm gonna come back. Y'all put comments in the comment section. Do another Heroes rant. Don't know the speedy time of my rants, but as far as the preoccupied time, maybe I need to do Heroes rant on Facebook. What y'all think? We'll see. If you find any value in this content, remember, irregardless of what's going on in your life, stand 10 toes down, because this too shall pass. It will. It will. I'm a witness. And there's always a test. There's always a testimony in the test. But see, everybody not willing to go through the test. They want the sun to come out. They don't want to fight. You gotta what Al Pacino say? Inch by inch, yard by yard. You gotta fight, you gotta crawl, you gotta pull to get that yard. Inch by inch, yard by yard. All right, people. If you find any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we can help others out? By clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. Because when you do that, you organically help build and grow with me. So you make it better tomorrow, today. And this is a Hero's Journey. You can check me out at Hero's Journey with Dr. D. Or you go on my IG, Hero Seeks. Hero's Journey with Dr. D. And remember anything else, remember this. Every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward, never look back. And this is the Hero's Journey with Dr. D. We in them streets and we out. Ooh.